Hello, good morning. Good morning from this side of the world. Welcome to Olamide's Voice podcast. So today I'm going to touch on tech updates. The, I'm going to give you the top 5 tech updates that I've come across this week. So number 1 here is Microsoft Majorana 1. So apparently Microsoft just dropped a bomb. That's what I would like to call it. A bomb in the quantum realm. So Microsoft today introduced Majorana 1, the world's first quantum chip powered by a new topological core architecture that it expects will realize quantum computer capable of solving meaningful industrial scale problem in years, not decades. It's leveraged the world first topo conductor, a breakthrough type of material which can observe and control Majorana particles to produce more reliable and scalable qubits, which are the building blocks of quantum computer. So before you scratch your head at what is quantum, what is computer, so let me quickly give you some heads up here. So imagine you have a magic coin that behave in a really weird way. Normally, when you flip a coin, it's land on either the head or the tail, right? But the magic coin doesn't follow the normal rules, right? So first, superposition, being two things at once. Before you look at the magic coin, in both head, it is both head and tail at the same time. It's like it's stuck in the middle until you actually check. The moment you look, it decides whether it's head or tail. So what I've been reading to you now is what quantum really means. So quantum is like something that is two things at the same time, right? So that's what quantum is. So we'll now say quantum computer. So quantum computer, normally computer thinks in zeros and one, like a light switch that's either on or off. But the quantum computer can be both 0 and 1 at the same time, like the magic coin. This helps it solve really hard problems super fast. So quantum is like a magical tiny world where things can be in two places at once, be mysteriously linked and make super smart computer. So that is the definition of quantum. So moving on, still on the Microsoft Majorana. So this quote say, we took a step back and said, okay, let's invent the transistor for the quantum age. What properties does it need to have? Said Chetan Nayak, a Microsoft technical fellow. And that's really how we got here. In particular, it's the combination, the quantity, and the important details of our new material stack that have enabled a new kind of qubit and ultimately our entire architecture. This new architecture used to develop the Majorana 1 processor offers a clear path to fit millions qubits in a single chip that can fit in the palm of one's hand. Microsoft said that this is needed. This is a needed threshold for quantum computer to deliver transformative real-world solutions such as break down microplastic into harmless byproducts or inventing self-healing materials for construction, manufacturing of health or healthcare in the world's current. All the world's current computers operating together can't do what a 1 million qubit computer will be able to do. So apparently they said they find a way to fit in 1 million qubits into something that can fit into the palm of your hand. So if you go to Google and search quantum computer and you go in under the image section, you will see how quantum computer really looks like. It looks like the way computer was first look when it was developed. It is very huge and gigantic. So, but now they said they find a way for people to be able to move quantum computer just like the way you move your phone all around. So the chip cannot fit into your palm. The chip now, with that chip that can fit into your palm, can be 1 million qubits at a time. Which means that they're now saying all the computers operating in this whole world cannot do what a 1 million qubit quantum computer will be able to do. Whatever you are doing in the quantum space need to have a path to a million qubit. If it doesn't, you are going to hit a wall before you get to the scale at which you can solve the really important problem that motivate us. Like said, we actually work out a path to a million. So Microsoft, if this is not too much hype, just like Lumia, I think we are onto something here in the world, right? We are onto something really nice, something really cool, because quantum computer has been one of the competition between the world superpowers, from United States to China to I don't know about Russia, but I know the United States and China are really, really running on the supercomputer. So this progress validates Microsoft's choice year ago to pursue topological qubit design. A high-risk, high-reward scientific and engineering challenge that is now paying off today. The company has placed 8 topological qubits in a chip designed to scale to 1 million. So this is another person, Matthias Troya, Microsoft Technical Fellow. From the start, we want to make a quantum computer for commercial impact, not just thought leadership, said Matthias Troya, the Microsoft Technical Fellow. We knew we need a new qubit. We knew we had to scale. So this person said, they want to make a quantum computer for commercial impact. So apparently they want it to get into the commercial hands, right, where people can use it. So I I would advise if you want to read a full article on the Majorana computer, quantum computer, and all that, you should go to Microsoft. Just go to Google, search Majorana 1 chip news, and the article news.microsoft will pop up, and you can go through it if you are really interested in like understanding more about this news update. So this woman that I watch her videos about the Majorana, so she said, okay, Microsoft topological qubit architecture has aluminum nanowires joined together to form a each edge has 4 controlled Majorana that make 1 qubit. These edges can be connected to and laid out across the chip like so many tiles. It's complex in that we had to show a new state of matter to get there, but after that it's fairly simple. It styles out. You have this much simpler architecture that promise a much faster path to scale, said Mr. Swore, Microsoft Technical Fellow. So that is that on Majorana. Microsoft better not be pranking us or too much hype on this. It's one of the hottest tech news this week. So another one here is Apple pulled data protection feature in UK amid government demands. So UK government have been demanding that Apple data protection should not be encrypted. So they don't want people's iCloud to be encrypted. So Apple iCloud backup can no longer be end-to-end encrypted in UK. Apple said other encrypted services such as iMessage are unaffected. Experts says move weaken cybersecurity of UK users. In the latest decades, long encryption tussle between technical firm and the government. So apparently, the government want Apple to not encrypt their iCloud data for users. So I don't know what the government is trying to do here, but the move means that iCloud in Britain will no longer have the level of encryption, allowing Apple to access in certain cases user data that is otherwise would not, such as copies of iMessage, and hand it over to the authority if legally compelled. With end-to-end encryption enabled, Apple cannot access the data. So the thing is that before this, Apple used end-to-end encryption. So the end-to-end encryption means the user has their own encryption key, and let's say, for example, me and you were on message, right? We are chatting. So there is a key generated on your end, and there is a key generated on my end. So the key generated on my end is used to encrypt and decrypt any message you send to me. Same thing to you. So without the key, no one can encrypt or decrypt the message. So now they are saying they don't want end-to-end encryption, which is hard for decrypting. decrypting message. Even Apple itself cannot decrypt the message of end-to-end encryption. So now the UK government want Apple to not use end-to-end encryption again, so that they'll be able to access user data, maybe if there is any legal issues. So Apple decision to disable the feature for UK users could well be the only reasonable response at this point, but it leaves those people at the mercy of bad actors and deprive them of a key privacy preserving technology. So this is a very crazy development, and this could stem security issues for Apple or for our iPhone users. So government and tech giants have long been locked in battle over strong encryption to protect consumer communication, which the authority view as mettlesome obstacle to mass surveillance and crime fighting program. But such a demand from Britain would be particularly sweeping. Early plans to let Apple users fully encrypt backup of their device to the company's iCloud service were dropped in around 2018 after the FBI privately complained. But the company eventually went forward with the plan in 2022. So, lawful access to digital evidence and threat information is rapidly eroding. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation said on the website, citing warrant-proof encryption. So, Apple has long said that it would never build a so-called backdoor into its encryption service or devices, because once one is created, it will be exploited by hackers in addition to government and sentiment echoed by security experts. So backdoor means creating an access where anyone who have access to that access can just come in and go out without any hassle, right? So let's say if you have an application now. So if you have the application and you create an access to a backdoor access where maybe you can log in remotely from anywhere into the application without, maybe let's say without password or something. So even if there's something that will block you from coming in, it won't be something that will be so hard to overcome. That was called backdoor. So that's that on the Apple update. So let's go to Google. Exclusive: Google to be hit with EU charge for breaching big tech rules. So say. So this one I'll just be reading the headline. It's really not that important too much. It's just lawsuit upon lawsuit against big tech companies like Google. So they will be hit with a new lawsuit by the EU. So that's not on Google. OpenAI remove users in China, North Korea, suspected in malicious activity. So since the drop of DeepSeek, OpenAI have been somehow, maybe they are thinking DeepSeek is also fetching like data from them. So February 21, OpenAI has removed accounts of users from China, North Korea, who, who the artificial intelligence company believe are using its technology for malicious purposes, including surveillance and opinion influence operations like ChatGPT maker said on Friday. The activities are way authoritarian regime would try to leverage AI against the US as well as their own people. OpenAI said in a report, adding that it used AI tools to dictate the operation. The company gave no indication how many accounts were banned or over what time period the action occurred. In one instance, users had GPT generate new articles in Spanish that they infiltrated the United States and were published by mainstream news outlets in Latin America under a Chinese company's byline. In a second instance, the malicious actor potentially connected to North Korea used AI to generate resumes, and online profile for fictitious job application with goal of fraudulently getting jobs at Western companies. Another set of ChatGPT accounts that appeared to be connected to a financial fraud operation based in Cambodia use OpenAI technology to translate and generate comments across social media and communication platforms including X and Facebook. The US government has expressed concern about China's alleged use of artificial intelligence to repress its population, spread misinformation, and undermine the security of the United States and its allies. So OpenAI ChatGPT is popular, its most popular chatbot, and the company weekly active users have surpassed 400 million. It's in talk to raise up to 40 billion at 300 billion valuation in what could be a record single funding round for a private company. So this one thing about these US companies and OpenAI, whatever. So you believe that your product will be used like anybody who gets their hands on AI will use it the way they want, right? So it's your job to know what you want to dish out to people. So yes, this kind of things happens on a daily basis, and to be honest, the funniest part is it's like a two-sided coin where the US do their own, China too do their own. So the thing is that we in this part of the world mostly come across the US news like that. So we don't really come across Chinese news of US attacking their system too. So it's happened because both countries are trying to be competitive against each other, trying to check each other out, their latest technology and all that. So and North Korea too, they have been in the news lately. Their hackers have been in the news. The Lazarus Group, I think they said, I don't really know, allegedly I heard that they hacked Bybit, almost 1 point something million or billion in Bitcoin and crypto assets was taken from Bybit. So let me see if I can see the news quickly. Bybit news, So, breaking news. Binance founder advised Bybit to halt withdrawal from a 1.46 billion loss. So, apparently, Bybit lost 1.46 billion to Lazarus Group. So, Bybit, sorry, yeah, don't happen to you. So, that's on today's episode. Bear with me, I'll get better. And thank you very much for listening to today's episode. Okay, before I go, another headline says 2 days ago, Musk X gets German judge removed in battle over election data. So, Berlin, Elon Musk owned X has secured a German court motion to remove a judge overseeing the legal battle between the social media giant and two activist groups over sharing election data. A court document seen by Reuters on Friday. So, earlier this month, the regional court in Berlin granted a motion by a civil activist group to force formerly Twitter to share real-time access to the February 2023 German election until 2 days after the vote. The two groups said they needed the data to let them track disinformation ahead of the election. X filed an appeal as well as a motion to remove the judge in the case, whom it argued had positively engaged with social media content from plaintiff. Democracy Reporting International and the Society of Civil Rights. The court and both groups confirmed the decision when contacted by Reuters. Motion against two other judges were dismissed. U.S. law firm White and Case, which represent X, declined to comment. So, this is politics in tech, policies in tech. Policies and tech are like going out to hand these days. Yes, thank you for tuning into today's episode. I really appreciate the support and listening. Thank you for listening to my show. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and comment, and so that this can get out to a lot of people. Your engagement pushes this content as well. Thank you for your time. Stay blessed, stay cheesed, stay humble, most importantly.